Doomsday 3.
We had Doomsday 1. He came from one of the toughest areas of Phoenix, ultimately, especially, of course, praying for the safety and
got people on the defense talking about it. You better get your ass to the ball. You better get to the ball.
I just gotta say, when it comes to mortality,
Different.
For sure, and they would have thrown it off because
This guy gets off you.
And then I go to bed every night like, G-Man, I promise you that. What is up, Cowboys Nation? Boy, Mike Tag here with Jimmy Dee. You know, things are getting hype. You know, we're getting that that schedule done. They do this schedule release show, and it's supposed to be Wednesday, but they're already dropping. They're already dropping all that stuff. So by Wednesday, it should be the schedule reaction show. But we're going to get into it. But hey, if you guys are new to the channel, make sure you guys hit that subscribe. Make sure that thumbs up. Make sure you share with Cowboys Nation. Let the world know the Cowboys Cave is in town, and we're getting this thing going. What's up? We got cuts, bits jumping in. So
Rick.
So first of all, Jimmy, how was your weekend? I see you're with Knicks. I know you got a big game tonight. We're gonna get into that in a little bit.
Yes, good stuff. No, it was a good weekend. Despite the Knicks choking at our first game at home, no, it was a good time. Beautiful weekend. Had a nice time with the family. And by the way, happy belated Mother's Day to all the moms out there in the crowd who are listening. So, but no, it was a good time, good family weekend.
So, well, we'll get into it, but just on the Knicks real quick. So they have been down or up 20 points?
Down. We're spotting Boston. Boston's a dangerous team. I'll give Mark a little credit.
Yeah.
We've been spotting them 20 points a game. Saturday, we didn't come back. It just wasn't happening, right? We weren't shooting well. We were taking stupid ass, like wild shots. Carl Anthony Towns, I think he broke it. Yeah, I know he broke his finger. And so just, I think we'll be fine. I think we take the series, but we can't be just like giving them a 20-point spot in the first half.
I saw that and I was like, damn, man, that's a roller coaster of emotions. But again, what's up, everyone jumping in? We're going to get this thing rolling. And, you know, the news broke, Jimmy. I'm sitting there. The rumors are flying. This is going on. And lo and behold, Dallas Cowboys are going to be opening the NFL season at Philly, Thursday Night Football, September 4th. You know, as a fan, you definitely get hyped because that means a season. You're the first game, so you have to sit there and wait. You know, you got the Thursday game, the Friday game, and you got to wait till Sunday. And then usually we're the late game, so then you're waiting even longer. So we get it out of the way in the beginning, take on Philly, go shut them up once and for all. All their fans, all their idiotic fans, going to send them home packing just like they deserve to. They're running their mouths about last year beating our backup quarterback twice. Dak Prescott owns Phillies, 9-4 against Philly. It's going to be 10-4 after that game. But seriously, Jimmy, what was your thoughts, just as an outsider, you know, looking at this game to be opening NFL? I'll give you some of my honest opinions too, but I want to get yours as well.
No, I mean, it's a smart move. Everybody knows it's a hot, you know, it's a NFC East. It's a hot, the fans hate each other. So I think it's the right move on the part of the league. And the league is just smart. The NFL are masters at media and media manipulation and all this other stuff. They're really good at what they do, man. So I think it's a smart move and it'll be fun. And I hope you guys whip their ass. I can't stand it.
We're gonna handle that business. Now, I'm gonna tell you the objective outsider looking in. Of course, you know, you love to play in that game. There's gonna be a lot of emotion. There's nothing like disappointing them. They're gonna be hanging their little banner up and they're gonna be so upset going home crying. But I think the NFL, the thing about the NFL is the Cowboys draw. So you kind of you're wasting a game on the Cowboys this night, because I think the kickoff draws no matter what. Philly's obviously not the matchup. No one wants to see Philly. So you got to bring in the Dallas to give it some juice. But people typically will watch the opening game. And I know maybe they got a little nervous because it was Philly. They were worried no one would watch. So they bring Dallas in. But typically you're going to do that. You could have had Dallas maybe play Thursday or play Sunday night or save them for another Sunday night. That's my only thing. I think the NFL owner or the NFL got scared because Philly is just not a draw. No one really cares about them.
No.
And nobody wants to watch them. So they have to put a team that could bring in the ratings because they're fearful to be embarrassed on opening night NFL kickoff, having nobody watch. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but I mean, it is a rivalry too, right? And you're right. People,
there is no rivalry. The rivalry is with their fans. Their fans want a rivalry. Look, they're not a true. See what I equate, Jimmy. A rivalry is when you suck and they suck. It's still a big game. Or if they're good and you suck, it's a big game. The Eagles, I'll say it till my grave, they're a rivalry of convenience. When they're good and we're good, people care. But when they stink and we're good, nobody cares. To where if you line up Dallas and Washington, I don't care if they're good, we're bad. We want to beat them. Our only win in '89 was against Washington. When we line up against Pittsburgh, when we line up against Green Bay, when we line up against San Francisco, the records go out the window because we have a deep rivalry with those teams. Eagles are right. We've slapped them around so many times. It don't even matter. It's a rivalry of convenience. I'm telling you.
So, Jeff, we got Jeff in the house. Big C's, what's up? I see Big C's, you owning Bizinet on X, but we'll talk about that later. Ultra, and it looks like we might have, this might be an Eagles fan trolling.
Get beat. We're going to slap them up and down the field. It's going to be embarrassing. Those stupid Eagle fans are going to be, they'll be packing their seats. By the third quarter, they'll be going back home crying and wishing and praying the NFL would have gave them some cupcake to open this game up.
Yeah, so. But you know what it is, though? They want to come in hot. They know there's going to be ratings. And like I said, the NFL is just that good at the way they space out the draft and the announcement for the schedule announcement and all. They're leaking shit out a little bit.
Oh, it ruins.
Masters at
ruins.
this. No, but it doesn't.
Hey, you tell Andrew, I love you, brother, but Eagles don't draw. Go look at the ratings. Go look at the ratings of their games. They play at noon. You understand what I just said? 1 p.m. Eastern. You don't play at 1 p.m. Eastern if your ratings draw. That's a fact. They got more goddamn 1 o'clock games than any other team in the NFL. They got more than the Jacksonville Jaguars.
We got all the Eagles fans coming out. Carl is running, but you know what? He's got the right to run his mouth. But for now, anyway.
Why are we living in the past, Jimmy?
Jeff is saying 31-23.
I
on it now.
Yeah.
We just changed the date, the season. So,
but I mean, Atlanta, like, who is your big rival? Like,
Saints.
No matter what,
Saints.
The Saints, right? I mean, that's no matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
No matter what.
All right, just making sure. Good or bad, you want to be. We don't care about look at it. You got Eagles hanging out in the Cowboys Cave. Show me an Eagles content creator where you got Cowboys fans just sitting there hanging out. I mean, it don't happen.
No,
it just
don't happen.
But that's because they hate us because they hate us. You understand what I said? So that's fine. And it's going to be entertaining. Now, the thing I would say, Jimmy, I did my due diligence and I did my research.
Okay.
And this doesn't bode well for the Cowboys. I got a fair and balanced right down the middle. The defending champs are 13-5 on these games.
Yeah, but that's all posture, and that's in the past. I don't worry about that.
I wanted to give. Hey, I'm a man of the people, Jim. This show, we are men of the. We have Eagle fans hanging out here. I want to give them a glimmer of hope. There's your glimmer of hope that the home team is 13-5 on these kickoffs, the defending champions. So that's something to be, to hang your hat on and hope that happens. I don't know if that. I think it'll be 13-6. My personal opinion.
So Garland saying, "What's up?" Ultra saying, "Well, we got 5 rings." Javarius is he's calling the Cowboys a laughing stock. I mean, I wouldn't say that. That's crazy.
Well, first of all, the laughing stock
the league
can't even put their picture. Don't be hiding.
That's true. Hide behind the keyboard.
There. Show us who you are. Show us what you got. If you're going to sit there and talk shit,
pack it up and get out of the cave. And tell your
You're
friends about us.
excited.
And tell your friends about us and tell them to subscribe.
Yeah, after hey, before you leave, just make sure you hit that like button on your way out.
You know what? So they leaked out. I guess we're going to be playing in Berlin, which is our, the adopted European
Did
country.
they do the international ones yet? I was looking.
Yeah, they announced us. We're Indy, so I'm glad we're not losing a home game because we've talked about that. I'm not a big fan. I don't think you are of the going to Europe and all that shit.
No,
no offense, Frankie, we love you, but we didn't lose the home game, thank God.
Did you see what they did for? I think it's going to be the Chargers and the Chiefs are going to open. I think the rumors there that Friday. I don't know if it's official. They're going to do that game. A divisional rival losing their home game. For an international game. I just think that's wrong.
It's
I think
stupid.
it's ridiculous. And I'll be honest, I'm all kidding aside. Like the only bad part is I don't really think you should be playing your divisional games until about 5 games in. Because they matter, right? They matter more. Yeah. And you're going to, Dallas and Philly, they're going to go ahead and play week 1. It looks like it's official. Week 16, Washington and Philly are playing. So more than likely, Dallas, Philly are probably not going to play until week 17. So you're going to be right in the beginning and the end. So I don't know. I mean, you got to play who's in front of you, so it just doesn't really much matter. But
Andrew agrees.
I agree. There you go, my man. I don't think they should do divisional games. Should not be international. It should be interconference games. It shouldn't even be conference because again, those games matter for tiebreaker scenarios and playoffs and things like that. And it's nothing against the fine people. I mean, we have a lot of fans across the world. We got a lot of, but it's just, I don't think they should do that.
Again, we've talked about it. I mean, Brazil, that's that's over here in our hemisphere, and it's still a pain in the ass. Like you said, one team, and in this case, a division matchup is losing a home game, but going to Europe.
They have to stay. Wait a minute. Back on Brazil, Jimmy, correct me if I'm wrong. Didn't they, like the players had to hide out in their rooms? They couldn't leave. Yeah. The field conditions were terrible. I mean, players could have got hurt. It was sloppy. You didn't get the best football. So, I mean, why are you guys doing that? Why are you guys doing that?
And they caught a lot of heat for that last year, and they're going back for round 2. I really don't get it, man. And if you're going to go anywhere, I mean, Mexico City is a place to go. They got a legitimate field, and that if I'm going anywhere, that's why I go. It's not a long trip. Europe, you get that jet lag. They then your bye week is afterwards. That's I don't like.
Well, and that's the thing too is the travel and everything that comes with it. I don't know. I think Dallas is going to play in Mexico next year, from what my inside sources told me. So they said it looks like the Dallas will be over there, but they're not going to give up a home game, but they'll play, they'll play a road game over there, but it's like a home game in Mexico. So that'll be like 9. We'll have 10 home games next year. And what is that? How many games? 7 road? Yeah. So
but that's, but to your point though, if you're going to play, and you guys laugh at me because in week 1, I'm rooting for all the AFC teams to beat the NFC teams because I'm looking to week 17 for playoff, tie break and shit.
Absolutely.
And so to your point, man, there should only be play if they're going to do this crap, only teams out of conference you're playing against.
Yeah, I'm with you. But we are going to have our schedule. I'm not going to call it a release show. We are going to have our schedule reaction show. Let's just say that. And we should have the crew. I think, Jimmy, you're going to be popping in. I think Uncle Cheech is going to be making an appearance. And seeing Uncle Cheech, I'll see what he's up to. And we'll be checking in. I think Mikey Schefter might be popping in. Kelly, obviously, in his new crib. In his new crib. He's got his new, hopefully better internet. I mean, hopefully the internet's improved.
I hope so.
We're going to have to have a talk with Kelly, get that internet where it needs to be. But he's in his new place, so he'll be in his new home. So we got a lot of stuff. This is going to be a fresh new kickoff to the 2025 season, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So we'll definitely, you guys need to come hang out. We're going to be accepting people to come in on the live stream. If you guys want to give your reactions and is it Jarvis wants to come in and show his face, he has the opportunity. Carl, another one who's a coward.
Yes.
All these Eagle fans, they hide. I mean, why don't you just show your face?
Yeah, that is true. I noticed that nobody has any pics. Either that or they're just ugly and they don't want to show themselves on it. I don't know. But they're all keyboard tough guys. You know what I mean?
I know.
But,
what are you going to do?
Wait a minute.
You have the opportunity to come in the cave. They'll have the opportunity to come in the cave.
Absolutely, no questions asked. There's nothing off limits.
No.
Well, within reason, nothing off limits. And Uncle Cheech, hopefully he's got some picks for the Preakness stakes
Well,
when he comes
he
on.
might have the Preakness, but he's been, I talked to him a little bit. He is talking about his surprise teams going into next year. And we'll do a recap of who his surprise teams were this year, this past year, but and see how he fared. I'll say 2 years ago, his surprise team was the Jaguars and the Lions. He was right on the Lions. Jaguars, I think they were decimated with some injuries or something like that, so I don't think they were as good. But the Lions definitely were there. So it's going to be a good time, and we're definitely looking forward to it. But what else, has got you guys, charged up? And the one thing that I've been seeing a lot of, and again, Jimmy is, he's the outsider of the Cowboys, but looking at what they did. Now they got CeeDee Lamb, they got George Pickens. Now Dez Bryant was on talking about George Pickens, and there's been some critique of Pickens, right? With his attitude, some of his antics, you could call them. I call it passion. I think as long as it's channeled correctly, I think there's nothing wrong with some passion on the football field. And I think honestly, this team needs that. This team miss that kind of guy, that guy in the edge. Now, Pickens had nobody throwing him the football, really didn't have much supporting cast. So, I mean, when you see this trade happen, what are your thoughts, Jimmy, as an NFL, as a Dallas Cowboy outsider, but a fan of the NFL?
No, it's a smart move. Why wouldn't they? I think that, people are saying this is possibly a 1B receiver, right? Yeah. Now you get back to what you're saying. I did kind of find it a little comical. He said, he saw some stuff online that Pittsburgh, he was calling him cheap, and he's AI did that. Yeah. But he's got a point, because AI probably did. You can't trust things anymore. It probably was AI. But no, I think it was a smart move, right? And you didn't give up a whole lot. You didn't give up really much of anything. So smart move.
No, I think it's a great move, but I think, what do you think when you hear that attitude? You've seen him. The funny thing is we played them last year, and him and Jay Lou got into it, and he kind of threw Jay Lou down on his by his face mask. And Jay Lou's now in Jaguars, so he said God must have been looking over him, because that would have been an interesting locker room each other. So, well,
Jeff says nothing wrong with passion, just don't draw any flags.
That's the key. It's got to be controlled, but that's up to the leadership of this team in the locker room to make sure that they set the tone. I've seen that from Garland. He was bad in the locker room. Now, I'm not in the locker room, so I don't know. A lot of people, think about the Cowboy players that walked out of here and signed a new contract, got cut, got traded, didn't get re-signed, and all of a sudden they had things to say. All of a sudden there was negativity. All of a sudden there was something there. So I don't want to, believe anything, because you don't know if players are kind of mad that he's not there. Did he traded? He wanted out. They gave him out. But I saw Mikey post. You need some attitude. You need some attitude. And the nice thing is about the 1 year thing, and I know Ultra's heavy into the draft and draft compensation. If my memory and what I understood was right, they gave up a third. If, let's say, it didn't work out and he ends up leaving, they get a comp pick a third. So they basically
really
swapping a third for a third. So if that's accurate, and maybe someone in the chat correct me if I did hear that right. What's the risk? There is no risk.
No, there's none at all. It's a win-win, or at least a win or an even, right?
Yeah.
So,
and what does that do for the rest of the receivers? The pressure that Mingo, the pressure that Tolbert was going to be under to try and fulfill that wide receiver 2 spot. And now they can now there's no pressure. That's what you got to give. You have to give Jerry credit in this offseason, because he wants to fire Jerry. I understand. You have to give credit, because they have at least made moves in positions of need. And some people would say, hey, well, this wide receiver, he could be a little troubled. He could be this. But, they said the same, and I'm not going to compare it. They said the same about Charles Haley when Dallas traded for Charles Haley. They've said that about Randy Moss when the Patriots went and got Randy Moss. There's going to be a locker room problem and this and that. You don't know. It's about how strong your locker room is. And I think our locker room, from a character standpoint strong. So we need a little swag. Miami Hurricanes, I mean, when the Cowboys were littered with Hurricanes, they had some attitude on this team, but they also won Super Bowl. So I'll take some of that as long as it's channeled in the right way.
Well, but you also said, it depends on your coach. Jimmy Johnson was able to channel that properly, right? When he was a coach, I mean, you didn't see really a whole lot of stupidity and nonsense, So
well, he was hidden well, right? He said, I don't care whose bed you're in. You just need to be in a bed by midnight.
Right. So Jeff has a question about receiver, right? Mingo versus Tolbert for number 3.
That's gonna be an interesting one because Mingo has the physical stature to be a legit wide receiver too. And when you think about it, the flexibility, if Mingo can win that job and be a wide receiver 3, now you've got some size on the outside with Mingo. You obviously got big play capability with Pickens, and now you're moving CD around. I mean, he's in the slot. He's going to be a matchup nightmare. So my personal thing is, I'd love to see Mingo take that. You want to see Mingo in the slot? Well, I mean, you could do that as well. I think CD is just you line him up again. I mean, he's a killer. He's going to be a killer there. So that's my opinion. But I think any of those 3, and I think Tolbert has some skills, and he's going to be more comfortable as not the pressure of being a wide receiver 2. But hey, guys, it's a good problem to have. We were all bitching and moaning about our receivers. Now we're actually trying to figure out who can we keep. And
even Kelly's happy again.
Oh, Kelly, you believe it? Now he's at 180. What the hell's this Kelly guy? I mean, what happened to my Kelly that was bitching and moaning all off season? Now he's happy. One player makes a difference, Jim.
So now the question is preseason. Are you going to play your starters and figure this out in the preseason?
Well, I think they're going to compete. I mean, they're going to compete. They're going to know. I mean, I think the battle between Mingo and Tolbert will be interesting. It will be interesting because you got to look. Mingo was much highly touted out of the draft than Tolbert was. I think he was like the 4th or 5th receiver taken. He's got that Dez Bryant, not to use Dez Bryant again, but he's got that Dez Bryant size. It's physical. It's just a matter of can he get back to what he was coming out of college, right? You're in Carolina. You got no quarterback throwing you ball. You got no talent. Shit, you don't even have any fans going to see you play. I mean, they were giving away tickets for like $5 when we went. Then all of a sudden the Cowboys are there. They were back to $200. So I think, and he's got a full off season with Dak Prescott. He's going to be surrounded, obviously, CeeDee Lamb, the leadership in that locker room. So I think Mingo is he could be the X factor because if he can live up to just being what they thought would be a wide receiver 2, you're cooking with those 3 receivers. Plus, you still got Tolbert and Turpin. So
hey, I'll tell you, you're Tyler Booker, your draft pick. Actually, he was at the Dallas Stars hockey game. He's already immersed himself into the community, and that's what you got to do, man.
Yeah, and he looked like he was ready to roll, man. He was. I thought he was going to throw some skates on there and knock somebody out, like Book-a-Boom or Tesser or somebody like that.
Exactly. The second line.
The great one. So what do we look at? Pickens on one side, CD on the other, Tolbert, Ferg in the middle. Yeah, I mean, I don't think you could go wrong. I'm a fan of CD, as a slot receiver too, though, man. I'm just telling you. So it's good. But yeah, Pickens, we don't want to anoint him Dez Bryant, yet, right? But he has an unbelievable just flair for the big play. He has his yards per catch is number 1 since he's come into the league. So he's a big play guy. And we talked about it, Jimmy. You can't have enough playmakers. I mean, what your Falcon.
You can't have enough playmakers in this league.
You can never have enough player makers in life. But like Bijan Robinson, he's a guy that any opportunity he can take it to the house.
That's
Drake
right.
London, big play receiver. I mean, you got to have those kind of guys.
Man, now if you guys I just got to make a little plug here. If you guys are on X and you're watching, we really appreciate it. But if you want entertainment in addition to Mike Tag and a little Jimmy Dee, you come over to YouTube because the comment section is very entertaining. I'll just tell you that. So if you're on X, come on over.
The chat is usually the best thing, right, Jimmy? I mean, you and I are just kind of We're just here. We're refereeing it sometimes. We're kind of maybe we're offering some captions to each one, and maybe stirring the pot a little bit more.
We're the eye candy. We're the ones that kind of bring the people in.
A man of the people, but looking at, and we have all off season to look at it. We're going to be bringing in some guests, and we're going to be bringing in some experts to break it down. So make sure, if you guys aren't subscribed and you're new to the cave, I'm seeing 221 of you guys hanging out here. Make sure you hit that subscribe and show some love to the Cowboys Cave. We're over 4. We're almost getting close to 4,100. If we can get now here's the deal, guys. You got Pickens, you got CD. You get the 5,000 subscribers. How generous this man is right here. I'm talking about me. I'm going to give away 2 of my seats. I'm going to give away 2 of my club seats on the show, on the channel, live to 1 lucky subscriber. And the thing is, this is the beauty of it. You got to be live and you got to be listening to get them. This isn't we're going to draw a name out of a hat. If you're not here, we'll call you. If you ain't on here, and I call your name, you don't get the tickets, and the next man does. So you got a great opportunity to go to a game, and it's going to be the Cowboys' offense is going to be flying. It's going to be a fun season. So definitely hit that subscribe if you hadn't already. And
not for nothing, you said that they can bring whoever they want, right? So you can bring me. I want you to bring me to the game.
You can leave me home and bring Jimmy.
I want the big shot seats, okay? Hey, wait a minute. Shavarius, there's no ageism here. You got to cut that crap out, okay? Can't do that shit. Come on.
Who's he talking? Who's he says
no, he's going at
about Ultra. He better not be.
He's going at it with Ultra right now. There's
that man served our country.
Absolutely. You know what? You got to pay your respects and thank him for his service.
Yeah. So anyway. Oh, look at that. Yeah. He's a lot lizard. Is he saying you're a lot lizard?
I don't know. His mom thought differently, but that's another story.
I think you might offend him. I think his mom, I think that offended someone before. So we don't want to.
I'm sorry. Okay.
I apologize, Jimmy. We're not getting into the mom. I'm not starting that shit
again. Yeah, I forgot about that. I'm sorry, Bobby, if I offended you or any other fine.
It was either him or maybe it was Carl. One of the two. And we don't know whose mom is here or not, so I'm not a big fan. Unless you're talking about me. If you're talking about me, I can do that. I can't help it.
Just got a kick out of it.
but anyway, so the Cowboy. A lot of people have been asking. About it. Be an event. I find vet tickets versus Hey, I know my man Mark. He has a way to get those tickets, and I think it's a cool thing that I never even knew they did that. But as a veteran, there's a website where you can get tickets at a greatly reduced price, and I think that's really cool. And
Andrew, I can tell you from having gone down there quite a bit for my kids' hockey, it is a shithole.
I wouldn't go to that dump. I'm just being honest. There's no way.
And I've been to all the arenas and stadiums down there. It's not fun, and you can't even wear your gear because then people are gonna come after you.
I think that's all horse. I think that's all.
Oh, I've seen it,
because I talked to people and they said there's about maybe a few of them there that they get some alcohol in them. Then those are usually the ones you can knock out because they don't even know what the hell they're doing.
Hey, Bobby, I feel you, man. I'm in the same boat, so I'm glad we're cool. Thank you, bro.
Okay, all right. I think it might have been Carl. And someone was insulted his mother who's deceased, and we don't want to do any of that stuff. So
insulted my town.
I never took any of that. Did you ever take that stuff personally?
No, because it's all.
It's just cracking. But we grew up in South Florida. You just crack. And I've never taken anything serious. I don't get overworked up on any of that stuff. I'm used to it.
And think of some of the things that your brother and me, some of the really vicious things we said.
Oh yeah.
Actually, worse. Our other friend who lives in San Antonio was even worse.
Yes.
Some very vicious things.
I'm glad you reminded me. I am going to be down at Cutz's bar. I think I don't even know when the date is. I think it's in June. If Cutts is on here, he can help me with the date.
He was earlier.
I don't want to speak for Cutts, but he says his bar is open to anybody. So anybody in the San Antonio area, I think we're going to have a little party. We're gonna have a little barbecue. I don't want to make it. Hopefully, Cuts doesn't get mad. I don't know. Maybe I better stop. But one of those days, I'm going to be down there. I think Kelly's going to be there. Mark might be coming down. I don't know if Shady's coming down, but there's going to be a group. And our buddy is in San Antonio, so I got to figure out how to get a hold of him to see if we can meet up while I'm down there. It's going to be a quick trip, just Friday. I think I fly in Friday, Saturday, and then out Sunday, early Sunday morning. I got to get home.
Yeah, no,
neighborhood bar. Jones is neighborhood bar. Is that going to be or barber or bar? What do you say? June 14th.
bar.
June 14th. Bar. Thank
June
you.
14th.
June 14th. Now, is anyone invited, Cuts? Is this open to the public, or do we need to do any donations for food? I mean, is this going to be a big thing,
Or is it a private event?
Is it private? That's what I'd say. It's a personal invite. You got to reach out to Cuts for a personal invite. So if you're following Culture of Cuts on YouTube, if you're following him on all social media platforms, if you're not following him on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe. But all you got to do is look at his DM him on any of his social media. Let him know, hey, I want to come to the party. I want to come to the cookout. And he'll get you invited and all that kind of good stuff. So it'll be fun.
And when you go on Culture Cuts on his site, you see all his beautiful works of art, and you'll love it.
Yes, and then you get some stuff done. But he still he did a Florida Gator.
I saw it.
Did not make me happy. No, I won't. I mean, as long as he doesn't do Philly, because I never want to think any of the work that he's doing that a Philly fan would be putting in their house. And I know the money's green. I don't want to stop my man Cuts from earning a living or anything kind of like that. But I don't know. We can't do Eagle stuff. I just don't want that kind of stuff. That work of art displayed in some dump. You know what I'm saying, Jimmy?
Right. It can't have. I don't think Cuts wants that either. Right?
No, he's got a rep to protect.
He's got it. Right.
He has a certain level. There's a certain level of stuff that he's not good.
He doesn't like those places.
Or maybe they don't like him.
What do you do to them?
But my foot's bothering. But anyway, so we've got that going on, and then the Cowboys Cave tailgate party, 3rd annual tailgate party. I have a feeling, Jimmy, I'm just going to be honest, the way the schedule works out, I think it's going to be September 13th. I think you might as well mark it down. And I tweeted about it. The month that I have, I'm not bragging, I'm just a fan. But August 31st, Notre Dame at Miami, going to Miami game. I'll be there. Then you got Philly and Dallas opening the NFL season. Then you've got more than likely our Cowboys Cave tailgate party the next week. Then you've got Florida at Miami. I'll probably be going to that one. What a month. I mean, what a month of football to be Mike Tag and to be a fan of those teams. This is going to be, it's going to be badass. I cannot wait. The September can't get here soon enough.
It's going to be very interesting and lots of fun.
So, hey, not to switch gears, but you're wearing the Knicks stuff, and I saw some craziness going on with their game. We talked about it a little bit in the open.
Yeah.
You saw the T-Wolves and the Warriors. Our girl Spencer, who was on our show, she's a big Denver fan. What's going on there, boy? She gets into it with some fans.
Really?
Yeah. Yes, she's ruthless. She's ruthless. I love Spencer. She's back down. She moved back down to Dallas, so she said she's coming to the tailgate party. But I don't know if you want to get in any verbal wars with her, because she's ruthless. But so you got going on there. Give the Cave an update. What's going on in the world of basketball? What are we looking at?
Well, I mean, look at the Warriors. Steph Curry's hurt, so I mean that's a big problem. And he might not even be back for the next game, right? Now I wonder where Mark McDonald is, because tip-off hasn't happened yet. He should be in here with us talking shit to me, right? So the Knicks, I don't want to slide. I want to go up 3-1. Again, Karl Anthony Towns broke his finger. That's no excuse. Right? We still need to come out and win. Can't be spotting Boston 20 points. That isn't going to work. And you can't roll Brunson 40 minutes a game consistently, because that's when he gets hurt, like in the last series and also in the last year too when he got hurt. But look at the biggest surprise, in my opinion, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, is the Pacers going up 3-1, because I sat here over Cleveland. I sat here 2 weeks ago and said, look, I love my Knicks, but Cleveland's going to take the East, and I don't think that's happening now.
Now, do you think
Tyrese Halliburton is no joke? I got to give credit where credit's due.
Let me ask you, because that's a major upset, right? Major upset.
Yes, it is. I mean, now
I'm
if you
not
look
a basketball guy, so I'm looking for you.
So-
So would
Pacers-
you say that? Yeah, the Cleveland being down's a major upset.
Yeah, it is. Now the Pacers have been playing great. They've been top 5 in top 7 defense, top 3 offense since January. So they've been playing great. But I just didn't see this coming. I did not see them taking.
But do you
Cleveland.
see, like, if the Knicks can pull this out, are you like, man, we got a shot to get the finals? I mean, how'd you do against Indiana? I mean, what's your
well,
chance?
we beat the Pacers last year in the playoff. They were hurt.
Yeah.
So that wasn't, I'm not going to count that. They were missing their 2 best players for most of the series. So I'm not going to count that.
Look at this.
But,
I don't know. Is this breaking news? Because I don't follow basketball.
no, Garland announced that earlier. I don't know if you missed it. Yes,
Oh.
I just saw that come across. They won the draft lottery. So they're going to get
Do you
that.
think it's rigged? Mikey said, do you think it's a coincidence? He said it's rigged. They lose their guy. What's
they
his
lost
name?
Luka.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
now
still
they
one
get
of the
number one
one of
pick in the draft.
one of the biggest debacles ever. I think everybody here will agree with that. But I don't know. Maybe it is. I don't know. Maybe there's a
We
little
need to run a full scale investigation.
exactly some money flying out of the pocket, some green. But you know what? So and Denver, you were saying that our friend here in the cave, she was talking all sorts of shit. Great team, Joker, best player in the league, in my opinion, right?
Now, she's saying there's a lot of flopping going on, and who they playing are being a bunch of pansies. That's what she called them, but she used another word.
She used a P word that ends in something else.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Well,
Any facts to that?
I mean, but hey, I wouldn't agree with that. I mean, you want to talk about flopping? Let's look at LeBron James's performances all year, and we'll talk flopping. Okay.
Someone said I don't see that the Joker's a flopper. Is he a flopper?
No, I wouldn't agree with that. No. Okay. I mean, he doesn't bitch. I don't. I mean, look, he's the best player in the league, in my opinion.
Yeah.
You guys can argue me all you want. He's the real deal. They had a 1% chance to get it.
I did not say they had 1% chance to get that pick. You don't think it's set up?
No, I mean, I'll
1%,
take
Jimmy.
So okay, wait a minute. So
is that true? The Mavericks had 1% chance.
It was
first overall pick.
It was small.
They got it.
Yeah, it was. But you know what? I'll take a step back. Hockey has a similar thing where they draw the Rangers 2 years in a row with odds low. Won the first pick 2 seasons in a row in 2019 and 2020. So it can happen.
Yeah.
Garland. See, Garland. Look at LeBron, the biggest flopper in basketball.
Now let me talk to my man Bobby, Jimmy. I saw something on there.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's put that up there so I want the people to hear this because the people are important. The people in the Cowboys Cave. It's important you guys know this. I wouldn't go to the link because it's a dump, and I wouldn't spend a nickel in that city. You understand what I just said? 1 nickel I would not spend. Now, I've seen the Eagles in Dallas. I've seen the Eagles in Tampa, to be honest with you. I won tickets, took my son. He can vouch for me. I wouldn't spend any money in that place. Has nothing to do with scared, had nothing to do with this or that. Those fans, I don't sweat them. They don't bother me none. It's all talk. Because when they come to Dallas, they're some of the nicest fans I ever met. We sit there and smack talk to each other. We have a great time. It's all fun. I hung out with your guy who wears the what's his name, Dilly, with Des Bryant. We got some pictures with him. Talked some smack. He was good. I got no issues with Eagle fans. I'm not spending no money in that city.
Bugsy's just
called it a trash town. You understand? Bugsy said it's a trash town. I'm going to take Bugsy's word for it. So.
Yeah, but Bugsy knows what he's talking about. I got to agree with that. So
anyway,
but
sorry to interrupt you, Jimmy.
No, that's come on, man. Look at the chat dictates where we're going with this. Okay,
it does sometimes.
But anyway, you know what? At the end of the day, the new Pope went to Villanova along with Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, and Jalen Brunson. So I think that's a sign from God himself that maybe the Knicks are going all the way this year and breaking that 52-year streak of not winning a championship.
Well, let me ask you this. Now, I don't hate to get religious, but you brought it up. So hopefully we're going to go down a path. What do you think? I was watching the news, and the Pope grew up in Chicago, somewhere in Illinois, right? Yes. Maybe outskirts of Chicago or something like that. The house he grew up in, coincidentally, was up for sale.
Really?
$250,000 was up for sale. the minute they announced him Pope, the owners pulled the house off. And the realtor was on TV saying, yep, now the house, they've been offers over millions of dollars for it. It's just a regular house. It's nothing crazy. A house he grew up in. And does that should that be frowned upon, taking advantage of situations for religious reasons, or it doesn't bother
you know what you do? First of all, you got to have smarts, and that real estate agent had smart.
No,
the second thing, you know what you do? You take a little cut of the action, put it in the coffers on Sunday, and you're good to go.
No, you're supposed to do 10%. Is that the going rate?
After taxes.
After taxes, of course.
Yes,
Okay.
exactly. So yeah,
but his brother lives just south of Tampa.
He has two brothers, one down in Florida and one I think somewhere out west or something like that. But I mean, that is pretty interesting when you think about it. Not only that, he's from Chicago. I heard he's a big Clubber Lang fan.
Yes,
he's a White Sox fan. So yeah,
is he White Sox fan? Not Cubs.
Yeah. Although I'm only guessing that. I know he's a Clubber Lang fan, but I think he's a White Sox fan because all the little the Temu stuff you can buy, it all has, instead of the Cubs, has like the White Sox logo with him in it.
Wow. Yeah.
Bobby says it's probably haunted.
But no one died in it.
No.
He didn't die. Oh, you think there's spirits? No,
good spirits. That's good spirits, right?
Positive energy. I just think it's interesting. It's amazing that, I mean, it's a house he grew up in. Like, I mean, I don't know. I think I am going to Vegas. It's either Vegas or Denver. My brother's afraid to fly, so Denver is not looking good. And then Kelly, he said it, so I'm not keep saying anything that's private because he posted it. He broke up with his girlfriend, who was a Broncos fan, and we were all going to go to the game. So that's out of the question now, I'm pretty sure. So I think Vegas is looking better and better.
Yeah. You know what, though? Vegas, I mean, for those reasons, you probably got a point, but I don't know. I've been to Vegas. I'm not a fan.
But you know what? I don't know. This is the weirdest thing. If I go to Vegas, I don't know if I'm going to the game. Like, I may just do the weekend there and do some tailgating there and like enjoy it. But their tickets are pretty steep. And like I've told you guys before, is like I've invested in my season tickets, so that's the only hard thing. But I may make a weekend out of it just because there'll be a lot of Cowboy fans there. I think it'd be fun going to to hang out in the tailgates and mingle with everyone, and then just go watch the game at one of those casinos. I mean, geez, their TVs are as big as movie theaters and stuff like that. So it's and you got a great crowd.
And Bugsy, I know you were there just a few weeks ago for WrestleMania. Thing, I've been there over the course of the last few years a handful of times for work. And my nephew, he had his birthday, so a bunch of us couples went out there. And I don't know, man, it just maybe because I was there so many times, it got old after a while. And the stadium is the stadium is beautiful. It's just kind of off the beaten path. If you're going to a Vegas Knights game, it's right on the strip. If you're going to a football stadium, it's kind of off the beaten path. Yeah.
And I'm with you, Jimmy. I'm not a huge Vegas. I'm not I enjoy going to Hard Rock more than going to Vegas. It's just I hate traveling cross country. Not cold. Yeah. Hey, honkies don't like cold either.
That's the truth. I don't mind. I live up north. I like it.
I went out there and freeze my ass off at a game.
This honky likes the winter. Okay. Although, we're half Italian, so we're not all the way honky.
You hit upside your head.
That's but I don't. You see, that's the thing, and I think that's what it is because of I just been out there, and it just gets it gets old. I'm not. You guys see me at my best partying at the Cowboys tail. Mike see me my ultimate best partying. I can't 3-4 nights in a row. I can't do that. Or the strip is chaos. It's crowded. And if you try to go in a cab or an Uber, you're sitting there. If you try to be a big shot and take a cab on the strip, it's going to take a half an hour to go a mile.
Yeah. No, not at all. Not at all. No, and I don't go to the Bunny Ranch. Bobby was asking. I don't do the Bunny Ranch. I'm happily married. And
exactly.
Yeah. My wife, A, she'd whoop my ass, and B, she'd this would be her cave. Mike would be living under a box. I'll be doing my hype videos jumping out of a box.
You and me both, man. You and me both.
I know where my bread's buttered. So, but yeah. So no, Vegas it's good for a long week. The flight is the worst.
Jeff's got a great point. I just need Camel Pirate to be my chauffeur, and I'll be good to go. No, the best was when I got back. Obviously, people, even like my wife. How was it? I'm like, just go on YouTube and you'll see how good it was.
I know.
It was a lot of fun.
Well, that was we're thinking about. Like, so now it pretty much guarantees Dallas is playing a night game. So that game is going to be 3:30. Like, I was worried it was going to be a night game because that's what I was telling Cuts. I was telling Kelly. That's what, Cuts was out there last week. He's holding the spot now. He's holding the spot down now.
Yeah.
There's no way. We can't take no chance. Appreciate it. I got the white one and I got the blue one. And I bought this other hat, but I got an oversized melon and it didn't fit. So ended up going to my son because I don't like the flat bills. Too old for that. This is the kind of hat I like, but I got this other one that was more of a fitted, but it wasn't like these are stretch. So I can get the large, extra large, but the other one was fitted, and I got one size too small to where it gives you get a headache from wearing it. So I'm like, that's not going to work. So I had to pass it down. So, but anyway,
and it's funny. I don't remember back in the days I used to wear hats all the time. I really don't, and it's funny because I don't wear hats. I don't wear sunglasses. So I got what are they? Crows, whatever the those things are called. Crows.
Oh, crow's feet.
Crow's feet. Yeah, because I don't wear glasses or a hat.
No. Well,
I
have to wear a hat because I got Audubon hair. But no, the problem is like I either have to gel my hair or it looks terrible. So that's the problem. So I can't, so I either got to gel it or I wear a hat. That's pretty much it. And I can't because my hair grows out this way. So then I look like it's all up here. I look like a clown. I got the Italian widow's peak and all that. And I look like a fool. I look like, what's his name? Paulie Walnuts.
Paulie Walnuts, yes.
So I just wear a hat because it's just easier. So that's what I do.
Hey, SoCal, we didn't hear nothing yet about Max Domi again, the suspension. We'll see what happens. No, I mean, I got my hair. I got a haircut today. I can't complain. A little grays going on, but
I can't have hair. Like, I can't cut my hair like that. I'd look terrible. That's the problem.
I got to get my hair cut because all my damn gray.
I can't go bald. I mean, I'm get my hairline's receding, but man, if I go bald, man, my head's not made to be bald. So I have to go get a what's his name, Matthew McConaughey or Joe Buck. I have to go get me a divot, go get me a transplant or something.
Yeah, actually, it's funny because our barber, he's from the country of Jordan, right? So he. He disappeared for a few weeks one time, and I go to see him, and I'm like, what? Something's different here. He went back to Jordan, got the hair implants, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, shit, that looks terrible. He says, oh, Jim, this was a great deal. He told me the price, and it sounded like a good deal. But you know what? About a month and a half later, I went back, and it actually looked really damn good after, I guess, it's like a chia head. It took some time to grow in.
Grows out?
Yeah.
But you got to go in hiding for a few weeks?
Yeah, he went back. He's from Jordan, so he went there, visited family, got him put in, hung out for a month, and then came back. Yeah. Garland, you got no hair? You could probably wear it, Garland. It probably looks good on you.
I'm at that point in my life. What the hell am I going to do?
SoCal. Yeah, I know. That would be me.
I kept all my hair when I was in my prime. That's all that matters.
At least you had a prime.
But look, I don't know if you can see it. This is the part that sucks of getting old. See this little spot? You can't really see it because it got better. But I had a little spot, and I thought it was a bruise, and Danny thought I had a bruise on my face. And I ended up going to that. So I went to a dermatologist. I'd never been to a dermatologist. And ended up like, it could be, they do the whole skin cancer. Yeah. And then they get the freeze thing, and they froze the shit out of it. And it ended up going away. So, or other side. So, but yeah.
No, it is. Well, it wasn't a liver spot.
I'm a dog spot.
Deer spot.
But that's what sucks about getting old, man. All this shit happens to you.
To me, it's the gray hair, right? That's my problem.
Hair. I have no gray hair.
That's my problem. That's why I got to keep it short, or else all the grays pop out and I look really old.
My brother's gray, both of them gray. I don't. That's and all the stress I've been in, through work and through everything else. I got no gray hair. I don't know.
Remember our friend? We got a good friend that we've known forever. He had gray hair at 20.
Oh yeah,
gray
Yeah.
hair at 20. Not even close. He didn't even use it just for men.
Yeah. No, it's crazy. It's just
Rick, you're like my buddy Camo Piper and his brother. They shave their hair like every week, but they can pull it off. They look good in that shit.
yes.
If like SoCal said, if I try to pull that, I look like a schmuck. I'm not doing that.
And I
you know?
can't grow. I can't grow facial hair either. So
Really?
usually if you're bald, you get a goatee. I can't. It'll grow. It's like Patches O'Houlihan. It goes like every which way. So
Meanwhile, this morning.
yeah. No, I don't. I've never grow facial hair. It's all like it's all over the place.
Meanwhile, your other brother, he
Yeah.
grows a carpet on his back. He can grow a beard in about a half an hour.
It does suck. He just sold. He was going to AC/DC. He had floor seats, like 15 rows, and his son, my nephew, made it to the state.
Killing it. I love it.
So they play Friday and Saturday, and the concert's on Friday. So he had to sell his tickets. And
Bad timing.
thankfully, he got what he paid for, because he paid face value on floor seats $650 each. So maybe I shouldn't bitch about the Cowboys. I don't know. Maybe I'm being wrong to bitch about the Cowboys.
You know what? With him, it's anything for the kids.
Yeah.
But no, you know what though? It's the way that they showed you disrespect.
No, that's it. It was a principle of it. It wasn't really the money.
It was a principle, right?
Yeah.
Exactly.
You treat me with some respect. You give me, and that would have been fine.
But
But
like on Fast Times at Ridgemont High.
yeah. So we're gonna see. But I mean, if I can sell my ticket, because I'm gonna take a different approach. I've always took the approach of I want to hold on to my seats. Yeah. Now, if I can sell my tickets and break even, I would be fine with it. If I break even, I got no issues with it. It's just I don't want to lose money.
No, I don't blame you, right? If it's a break even, it is what it is, right? I mean, it's just
what's up, Chris? Yeah, Chris knows about them Canes. That's what I was saying. It's gonna be a great. If you're a Canes and Cowboys fan, the month of September, there isn't a better month. Not a better month for you. Promise you that. It's gonna be phenomenal. So,
and it's right around the corner, man. Think about it. We're already in the middle of May.
Yeah. No.
Before you know it, training camp, and then before you know it, it's kickoff.
Yep, it's gonna be here. And like I said, we got our schedule, our live show, schedule reaction. I'm not gonna say schedule release because it's all gonna come out. Schedule reaction show, is gonna be Wednesday, 7:00 Cowboy Texas time, so 8:00 Eastern. We're gonna have some guests on popping in and out, hanging out with us. I think Greg might be popping in. Jimmy, got the whole Cowboys Cave family is going to be here. We're going to look at the schedule, kind of break stuff down. It sucks the Cowboys and Falcons aren't playing, so that would have been fun. But we'll get that rolling. What happened, Jimmy?
We're already spotting Boston a 10-point lead. I
got your game's on at 8. That's what I was going
to 7:30. No. It's all good. I mean,
right,
basketball.
We'll get out of here in a couple of minutes. I apologize. It's like you're down. You guys have been down 20 in every game, so I don't know.
Yeah, the problem is it didn't work out well in game 3. That's the problem. Yeah. I don't want to hear Mark running. Yeah. I don't know if I'm more pissed about my team. I want my team to win, but if things don't go right, am I going to be more pissed that we lost or more upset? I got to hear Mark running his mouth all over X on me.
Yeah, that way you don't want. Now you had no interest in going to the playoff game, or it just gets a little crazy.
Dude, I looked at the prices, and I'm not a cheapskate, but yeah, it was outrageous. Even if I want to go alone, if I want, single game ticket tonight would have been $700.
Whoo,
$700 for one. So now you're trying to get 2 people.
Aren't that bad? I'm complaining for nothing. I'm complaining for nothing. Maybe I should keep my seats. You're talking me into it now, Jimmy. So
you got to get those lightning tickets, man.
I'm talking to them. We're negotiating right now. We're just trying to make sure everything's going to be on the up and up, and we get the best thing. So we'll see what happens. But we do have that. So make sure if you guys are just checking us out, you're rolling in. We got 300 of you guys, 294 to be exact, hanging out in the cave. On all our platforms. Make sure you come over, hit like on YouTube, and subscribe, man. Hit that subscribe. Yeah. Be part of the family. We got, like I said, the schedule show, but we're gonna have. I know Big Nasty's gonna be coming in, talking to Tony Hill, getting him back in, and we're working some other things going on. Get some new guests in here, so we're gonna try and buy the time because it's really after the schedule release, it's gonna get quiet for the summer. And we'll be around. It's going to be a little tricky summer for the Cave. My daughter's going to college. You know, Jimmy, I know you got a lot of hockey stuff going on, college, and stuff. So we, you know, our shows may be kind of off and on as far as the live ones. Maybe we're going to be finding time to do it, but just make sure you hang with us because when the season gets rolling, we're going full force. It's going to be a lot of fun.
Obviously all the Dallas fans out there. Now we talked about the NBA earlier and a couple weeks ago. You talk about Stanley Cup. I'm thinking Dallas and Florida. Dallas is too good. Yes. Dallas won the last series without their best player. You know, they're up 2-1 now over Winnipeg, which was the best team in the league. And Florida, I'm telling you, they're going to take care of their business, and that's what I'm looking at. Imagine who would have thought 25, 30 years ago that is potentially a matchup in the Stanley Cup final.
Now, I don't even know if they had teams. I don't think
Dallas. Minnesota moved to Dallas in like 97. Correct me if I'm wrong. And the Panthers started in 94, I think. Yeah, right? Yeah, Vince. Dallas is on fire, man. I'm telling you. And I told you guys weeks ago, Jake Ottinger is a team that a goalie that team can ride through the playoffs. No different than Bobrovsky down in Florida.
All these Dallas teams that you got championships, they get my Dallas team. Let's get the Cowboys.
That's right. Well, it started. You know, it's like a domino effect, right? So Toronto and Dallas, SoCal. I don't see Toronto winning. They choke every year, and they don't have goaltending, in my opinion. I don't care who's hurt and who isn't hurt. I don't see Toronto having the goaltending to carry them through the playoffs.
Well, no, I would never question Jimmy's knowledge on hockey. He's the expert of the Cave, so I'm going to go with you. And we hit our 300. We hit our 300 person on here, so that's always a good time. Make sure you hit that like and subscribe. We're going to be rolling out because Jimmy, you got a game, and I'm not going to hold you. You got a game to watch. I don't want to be the reason. I want to be a jinx. I don't want you come back here next week or Wednesday in the Cave saying, "Hey, Mike, you're a jinx. You screwed me over." But guys. It is definitely. Hopefully, you guys saw the hype video. Hopefully, I had to make you laugh a little bit. We got the Cowboys in Philly opening day, kick off the season. It's going to be great to send them packing, crying, wondering what the hell just happened because the Cowboys just went in there and handled that business. So it's going to be a lot of fun. Cave's going to be a lot of fun. Make sure you guys hit that subscribe. Make sure you hit that thumbs up on your way out. Definitely appreciate it. Thank you, Rick. What up, Jimmy?
No, say Rick liked the hype video. It was good. I watched that this morning. Really good.
Yes. And I got my Cowboys at 7.5. I got the over at $300 on that. Turns into 600. So I am actually doing very well, and I love it. So appreciate it. You guys, we'll see you Wednesday night. Hopefully we'll see you at the show. We're going to be fun. And you guys participate. We're going to open it up. I want to see all these faces. I want to see the faces of people that are talking noise to Jimmy Dee and Mike Tag. Here's your chance to come on live and say it to our face. We respect you better. So
exactly.
We appreciate it. Go ahead, Jimmy.
No, I say you're absolutely right. And come on, you don't have to be afraid. We're not gonna hurt you.
It's all in fun, man.
It's all a good time.
Man. We're having a great time. You guys be good. Good luck, Jimmy. I want you to handle that business. I don't want to hear Mark either. We'll see you guys. Take care. See you.
Give me somebody that's hungry. Give me somebody that's hungry. I need somebody.
Hey.